Are you looking for a 4K gaming TV for the PlayStation 5? In this video, I will show you the best 4K gaming TV for the PS5 based on my personal opinion and hours of research. If you want more information and updated pricing on the products mentioned, be sure to check the links in the description down below. The fifth product on the list is the TCL Series. If you have deep pockets and a checkbook filled with blank checks, we'd tell you to reach deep and shell out for only the best 4K TVs on the market. LG's Crazy Thin OLED W8 or Samsung's Ultra Bright Q950H QLED. But that's not always realistic. For the vast majority of us, our budget to spend on a 4K UHD TV is limited to somewhere under $1,000, and often it's even less than that. To that end, it's absolutely fair to say that the TCL Series is the best TV you can possibly get in this price range. Its performance per dollar is unmatched, and its picture quality, despite a few minor flaws, will truly impress you. Said simply, if there's a better value 4K TV on the market, we've yet to see it. The fourth product on the list is the Samsung TU8000 Series. If your living room and budget can't handle a 65-inch TV, take a look at the truly spectacular TU8000 Series. You'll get an incredibly low input lag, as well as a motion handling technology to keep the action looking consistently smooth. What else could you ask for? You're not getting all of the gaming technologies of some other sets in this list, as HDMI 2.1, VRR, or a 120Hz panel, but for the everyday gamer, this is a set that gets the basics very right. You will need to watch out for the narrow viewing angles. Content looks best straight on, with color draining from the sides, so it might not be the best choice for 4-party Switch game sessions. On the whole though, this is a solid choice. If you're in the US, you might still be able to find last year's RU8000, increasingly hard these days, which does offer up to 120Hz refresh rate as well as VRR, and might be worth picking up on the cheap. The third product on the list is the Sony X950H Series. The Sony X950H/XH95 is a great trade-off 4K TV, offering smooth motion, excellent HDR, and capable processing all at a reasonable price point. There's a big improvement over the Sony X950G, which suffered in the audio department, but still offered 21.2 milliseconds of input lag, something beaten by this year's model on both counts. You'll get under 10 milliseconds lag with game mode enabled, while the X950H adds a second amplifier for clearer audio effect separation, and reshapes its front speakers in an almond shape to better disperse sound to the sides for a wider sound stage. When it comes to HDR, the full-array backlight and tri-luminous color recreation is truly a joy to behold, making games like Spider-Man on PS4 Pro look as good as they should. You're lacking some premium technologies, but with Sony's X1 Ultimate processor, you can't go overly wrong here. Keep in mind there's no HDMI 2.1 or VRR though. The second product on the list is the LG CX Series OLED TV. The LG CX OLED TV doesn't look like a big step forward from last year's acclaimed LG C9 model on paper, but LG has done an incredible job of focusing in on the niggles we had in the previous model, and rendering its flagship OLED TV for 2020 perfect in pretty much every way. The result is a mesmerizingly cinematic performance that will give movies and TV shows the loving treatment they deserve. But LG has also managed to make its 2020 OLED range an excellent choice for gamers. With sub-1 ms input lag, you'll be getting an astonishing level of responsiveness from your games, and the implementation of 4 HDMI 2.1 ports means you can plug in as many next-gen consoles as you can bear owning. The HDMI 2.1 ports are technically 10-bit, rather than 12-bit, something that Samsung's Q80T's single HDMI 2.1 port has the upper hand with, but we don't think you'll be disappointed with what you see. You'll also get VRR, 4K/120fps support, and incredible OLED-assisted contrast alongside. The first product on the list is the Samsung Q80T QLED TV. Sure, there are more expensive new Samsung TVs out this year, but none make the case for gaming quite like the Samsung Q80T. As much as we'd like to recommend higher-end models like the Q95T or the Q950TS, it's the Q80T that really nails that price-performance ratio. It's the cheapest 2020 QLED with a full-array backlight, meaning you don't have to skimp with an edge-lit display. Despite the name, it's also the successor to last year's Q70R, which previously topped this guide, but beating the Q70R's 14 milliseconds input lag with an exceptionally low 8.7 milliseconds. That means you'll get as little delay as possible between button mashing your PS5 controller and seeing the action on screen. That figure is reached by turning off Game Motion Plus, which reduces screen judder, but even without it you'll get a respectable 19.7 milliseconds. The externals of the television are a bit plainer than some of the higher-end QLEDs out there, like the zero-bezel Q950T 8K QLED, and we found in our tests the odd speck of blooming around bright light sources. But the picture is still pretty exceptional, with bright HDR and AI-enhanced images to make this a great choice for any viewer gamer buying a TV in 2020. The OTS sound system also means you're getting some serious audio credentials, whether you're listening to the cry of enemies or the ambient sounds of walking simulators. Thanks for watching this video. Please leave a like if this helped you out, and if you have any questions please leave them in the comments below. Subscribe for more content, and I hope to see you next time.